Hello everyone, and welcome to Athens, Greece, on another beautiful day. This is your host, Two Greek Wheels.
And this is the scooter. Scooter Tuesday's back. And it's back because I charged up the battery for several hours, and it worked. So, Scooter Tuesday, another episode. This time, the Blue Whale game. Here we go. Okay, I want to just start off with a small segment on you might have seen or you're about to see some content in Greek on my channel. That's about to happen or has happened, and I'm gonna start doing that, the dual language vlogs, of course in separate videos, but on the same channel. It's not gonna necessarily be the exact same content in Greek as it is in English, but I thought I'm in Greece, we have like 3 motovloggers here, I might as well do it in my native language as well. But I think I'll keep Scooter Tuesdays English only. So, the Blue Whale game. The Blue Whale game is, for those of you who don't know, is not actually a game at all.
The Blue Whale game was invented by a Russian asshole who is in jail for inventing it, as responsible for I think 15 or 16 deaths. What it is basically through social media, you do like an interview, we'll call it. It's not really an interview, but we'll call it an interview with
this asshole and other assholes like him now that he's in jail. And they start asking you to do stuff and complete tasks to move on to the next level. Now, the stuff they ask you to do is harmful to others or to yourself. To give you an idea, or 2 ideas, it's called the Blue Whale game because a level of the game requires participants to carve a whale right here on their arms. And the final task is to commit suicide. Of course, they don't call it suicide, they call it, I don't know, throw yourself off the roof. That's what they'll tell you to do. Now, this is mostly targeted at children, which sucks even more, because, well, an adult will never do that. The Russian asshole was asked why he created such a monstrosity, and he said because he wanted to weed out the weak-minded or something. Fuck you, asshole. And the problem is that children are gullible, first off. Second, it's not really affecting all children, just the mentally, we'll call it, weaker ones. And what I mean by that is children that have undergone, I don't know, like bullying, psychologically, and they think they're too, I don't know, they're too fat, or they're too stupid, or they're too short, or they didn't do well on the test. Because for an adult, a test is nothing, but for a 10-year-old child, it's his whole life. I'm trying to point out that children don't have the same set of stress rules that adults have. I'm just gonna wait in line here. That's what the asshole said. And there have been more than 30 children that committed suicide. There have been others that stopped before the final level. And there have been others that carved the whale in their hands. There have been others that said something. I'm not going to start preaching parents here and what to do with the children, but let's say that the internet is not the same as when I started using the internet. A lot more assholes out there nowadays, and they're all trying to be harmful Anyway, a lot more assholes today. So the Blue Whale game is just an example of the shit that goes on in the internet. But at the point that it starts messing with people's lives and messing with kids, fuck that. Kids, if you're watching, after all the swearing, I apologize to your father for the swearing, but if you're watching, and your mother, I apologize to her also for the swearing in this video, but the Russian dude is a fucking asshole, and I apologize again. But just say something to your parents. If someone online asks you to do something weird, whether it's harmful or it's sexual, please say something. Please do say something, because it's really not worth it, and it might be much, much worse than you think. And I know children think that, oh, I got this. I know, my parents don't know. Those are the teenagers. My parents don't know anything. I know everything. Yeah, okay, just say something, and maybe you get out of a lot of trouble. And I don't mean trouble like, oh, you're in trouble with your parents. But just say something, and maybe it'll save your life, or your psyche, whatever. That's it for me today with the idiotic Blue Whale game. I'll see you in the next one, in the next Scooter Tuesdays. 2 Greek Wheels out.